Hi, welcome to this video. From this part onwards, things get more excited. So in this part, we are going to discuss the basic syntax for Python. So make sure you open your PyCharm and create a new project for it. You can name this project as whatever you like. I'm going to name it as test project and create a new project with that. Note that you can see PyCharm is using the virtual environment. We will come back to it later. Let me introduce you to the PyCharm first. The left hand side area you see is the project area, where you can see all your project files, external libraries, and scratches and consoles. The right hand side main area is the area where your files open and you can start doing additions. As usual, you have a file menu, and in the bottom left corner you have your terminal, Python console, and to-do list. So go ahead and open your terminal. As you can see, once you open the terminal, there is the name V environment written in front of it. That's the virtual environment that PyCharm has created for your project. Now let's begin with checking out our Python version in this terminal. So we are working on a Python 3.7.5. This terminal is actually your interpreter for this project. The multiple projects will have different interpreters. So let's begin with your adding first file. Go to your test and add your first Python file. Name your file as the way you like. I'm going to name it as test. Once your file has been added, you can list these files using ls command in the terminal. You can see there is a test.py file already. Now if you want to run this test.py file, you can always use the command python test.py file. But since the file is empty, you won't see any output. Now let's write our first print statement. I'm going to write print hello Python. Now you see that our file has a set of instructions that calls print hello Python. So when I run this command again, you can see that I'm going to have an output of hello Python. So as you see it, we have our output here. Now let's understand more about the syntax. The Python 3.7 needs parentheses for the print command, while a hashtag represents a single line of comment. So this comment is useful when you write your functions and give description to it. So above print statement, I can say writes hello. So this hashtag doesn't get executed when you run this Python command. So as you can see, we still have the same. Next I want to talk about is indentation functions. For this I want to take you to the example if loop. So I'm going to take a condition if 1 is equal to 1, which is always going to be true, and add a colon. You can see that there is a small indentation here. So I'm going to print again. As you can see, I have a typo here in if, and the PyCharm tells me about this. So I'll correct the mistake. Now once I have to write about else statement, I'll type else and a colon and press enter. I'll again print command and say else. Now let's try to run this file. So you can see that I receive print of hello Python. That is my first set of instruction, and when 1 is equal to 1, which is always going to be true, I print hello. If I compare 1 is equal to 2, you can see that I will print else. That was for if and else statement. Notice the indentation or the space bit ahead of print. This is the standard Python syntax and structure. Once you encounter a colon, you have to place an indent so that your file runs. If I remove this indent and try to run this file, you're going to see that I receive an error. Notice, as you can see, that I have an indentation error. Next, I'm going to talk about the multi-line comment. So you can always use your this slash and star. Sorry, you can always use a triple quote for a multi-line comment. These comments doesn't get executed. I'm going to need comment this, comment this, comment this, and comment this. So you can see that this is a comment with multi-line. So that's all for now, and I'll see you next time.